The phone right now. We've got Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina. We've got a lot more of drama to play. Sorry, Carly.
Well.
Carly, hey man, the New Hampshire poll that came out yesterday showed a big jump by you and John Kasich, especially. You're in third place now in New Hampshire, according to a poll that usually gets it right. Public policy polling. What do you think?
Well, and I'm in the top 5 in most every other state poll and well within the top 10 in national polls. What I think is when people see me, they hear me, they listen to me, they tend to support me. So I'm going to keep talking to as many people as I can.
And right now, there's a concern about these debates, and I guess the next debate is a CNN debate, and how they're polling things. Don't you think, and I was thinking this yesterday, in college football, they have a way that they actually do it by computers, and it's sort of a combination of things. Don't you think states like New Hampshire and Iowa should be weighted much more than these national polls that are beauty contests that actually don't really have any bearing on who wins ultimately?
Well, I do. You know, we don't have national primaries. We have statewide primaries, and there are loads of state polls now, not just in Iowa and New Hampshire, but in South Carolina and Nevada and Georgia, a lot of other places. So there's loads of state polls. They all say the same thing. I'm in the top 5. And so, you know, I didn't think the Fox News rules were particularly good using national polls. I don't think the CNN rules are particularly good, especially since they go all the way back to mid-July. But you know what? I don't have any impact over the rules. I think it's why people are losing trust in the media, frankly, and are upset in many cases with the RNC. But what I'm going to do is what I've been doing, which is take advantage of every opportunity I'm given and get out there and talk to as many voters as I can, eyeball to eyeball, face to face, hear personally what their concerns are, and answer every single question they have.
Some of the other candidates, I'm trying not to, have said you have zero chance of making it, yet slow and steady you're climbing in the polls. Is there a strategy to this? I know you came in here and you had a very clear strategy. I believe you confronted both of us and said you're underestimating me. You just watch.
Well, you know, as I've said to you both, and thanks so much for having me on, I started out as a secretary in a 9-person real estate firm. I have been underestimated all my life. But I also have a clear track record of challenging the status quo and producing results. That's how you go from secretary to the chief executive of the largest technology company in the world. And I think I bring a resume that no one else can match. I understand how the economy works. I understand the world, how it works, and who's in it. I understand bureaucracies and how they work, which is important because we got to cut this federal government bureaucracy finally down to size, not just talk about it, do it. And I understand technology. And I do understand as well that leadership is about producing results, not giving a nice speech, and you cannot lead unless you're prepared to challenge the status quo. I think I bring something very unique to the table, and I think voters agree with me. The more they see, the more they like.
Ms. Fiorina, it's Willie Geist. It's good to talk to you this morning. I think we all agree around this.
Good morning, Willie.
Good morning. Given your performance in the last debate, it would be outrageous if you were not in the next one. So let's hope they figure that one out. I'm wondering what you make of Donald Trump right now, 35% in that New Hampshire poll where you're effectively in second place, and also at 30% up by 15 points in the state of South Carolina. How do you account for his continued rise?
You know, I think Donald Trump is perhaps, as much as anything, a big wake-up call to the professional political class as well as the media, honestly. People are tired of both, and they don't trust either one anymore. And I think what Donald Trump tapped into is a disgust with the professional political class, a belief that the game is rigged, and that in part, whether this is fair or not, the media helps rig it. And I think people want truth-telling in politics. You know, I can remember being challenged on multiple Sunday shows, just as an example, about the fact that I said Hillary Clinton has lied about Benghazi, lied about her emails, lied about her server. And the media, oh my gosh, those are such harsh words. Well, by any common sense definition of the term, she's lied. So I think Donald Trump's a wake-up call to a lot of folks, the professional political establishment for one, and in part the media for another. Having said all that, I think what presidential campaigns do is reveal character over time and under pressure.
Right.
And I think character will be revealed of all the candidates over time.